What's up, everybody? This is Connor here with UberCast, joined by Cody.
Hello.
And Alan.
Hello.
So, we are going to be talking about the news of the week. A little bit of news, not so much. It's a pretty dry week. And we will also be talking about a new game that we've all been loving so far. And we will be talking about our worst disappointment in gaming releases ever. And no Duke Nukem Forever, because that's just a dead giveaway. That was a horrible disappointment for everyone. So we can't bring that up. And on to our first news, and that is that Dying Light released this week. That was the one that I was really looking forward to.
Oh, yeah. It looks great.
Yeah. It looks like people are loving it. That review will be coming up for us sometime either this weekend or next week. Look out for it. It'll be coming. Dying Light. I'm so excited to play that, though.
You have no idea how excited I am for that game. I wish I had a computer that could run that.
Oh my god. You'll be able to play it. You played at my house or something.
Yeah. PS4 or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think my laptop can run that?
Huh?
You think my laptop can run that?
Dying Light? Probably. Because you got a good game.
Yeah, you got a pretty good laptop.
I don't think mine could, but
I could just steal Steph's laptop and just play it on it.
Oh, man. The other news is Mortal Kombat 10. We've had Reptile and Ermac announced for this week.
Ooh, Ermac?
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, Ermac and Reptile are announced. You can check out the videos. They're posted on the actual Mortal Kombat website, as well as on YouTube and other places. And that's really all that I saw that interested me this week. Anything you guys saw at all? Just wondering. I don't think so. It seemed like a pretty dry week for news on gaming.
Pretty much. I'm just excited for Dying Light.
Everything else is pretty much announced like a week before.
We've got a couple games coming out in February that look pretty cool, like Monster Hunter 4 for the DS and Majora's Mask remake.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Those are both pretty awesome. And then we've got The Order 1886 coming out on the 20th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
February?
Yeah, 20th of February. We got The Order 1886 coming out for the PS4. That game looks amazing. And we actually will be doing a giveaway here on UberCrit. So if you look out for that video coming in the future, and if you comment and you're subscribed to us and you like the video, you will have a chance to win the special edition statue that comes in the special edition. We are giving away the statue that comes in the special edition. So look out for that. And on to our next bit, and that is Stardust Vanguard.
Oh, yes.
Game I'm reviewing that we all were playing.
So sexy.
Oh my god. Who wants to start on that? Which one do you want to start?
We'll start going from
left to right. Here we go.
That works.
Okay, so they didn't tell me anything about this game. They just told me that they were going to have me play a game with them that was 4-player. And immediately they said it was it was bit form, so it was like all how many bits?
It's like 8-bit.
Yeah,
basically.
It's basically an 8-bit game. So
I think it might be 16. Yeah, it's 16. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it was much too smooth to be 8.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But anyways, they didn't tell me anything about this game, so I had no idea what it was about. And then immediately when I saw it, I was like, "Oh wait, am I playing a game about Gundams?"
Yeah.
And oh my god, it completely blew my mind at how good it was. Like, there are so many things about it, and then I'll just pass it on to you right now.
Absolutely amazing in every way. Like I said, look for the review coming tomorrow. Actually, stunning. Like, that's all I can say. I saw the preview and I was like, that looks really good. Never before have I ever had a moment where I saw the preview of a game and I was excited for it and then got blown away past the excitement.
I was really excited actually by playing it. There's a lot of light speed action in the game, and oh my god!
No, I'm just talking about because I saw the video yesterday or 2 days ago actually. 2 days ago I saw the preview video. Mm-hmm. Then I was like, that looks really good. Played it. Oh my god! It just blew my expectations out of the water. I can't begin to say just how good that was. That was so much fun. It was fast-paced action, robots just destroying each other.
Yeah.
It made the feeling of being this super badass robot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever had a time where that badass robot feel was just given through. to that degree.
Yeah, I love the fact that you can have your own strategy for the thing. Like, so basically, like, you could have your shield. You press a button to put up a shield. Only lasts like 3 seconds, but saves your life a million times. But you could have a shield and you could like stay back and just kind of shoot at people and slash a few times. Or you can do exactly what I did and just boost the crap out of everyone, knock them into a corner, and then beat them into submission.
Man, and I loved it. Even if you're down to like your last couple lives, everyone's ahead of you. You were down but not out, as I proved on that one point where I was.
Oh my god!
I was in a corner. Alan summoned his fleet. I was surrounded. Fucking blasted my out of there. Shot over there. Destroyed Alan, and then killed you 3 or 4 consecutive times after that.
Yeah.
It was fucking great.
It's just freaking.
We actually got that recorded, and it's going to be in the review. It's going to be great. We have no audio on it, but we just have the recording.
It's there.
It's
we
so
have
great.
we have the game audio.
Well, yeah, but
we have the game
still,
audio, but we don't have us flipping out.
We were losing our shit.
We were all ecstatic, man.
Oh my
god.
God.
Even I was losing my shit. I was like, what the fuck?
You thought you had it in the bag. What? It was like.
Yeah, because you were just like standing there. I like imagine your character just being like open arms, like, yeah, motherfucker.
That's exactly what I thought. I see him dodging everything. Like, what the fuck is this?
You're just like sitting there, like, no way.
I keep
Wait a
summoning
minute.
ships, and he keeps fucking dodging them.
You summon, destroy them, and then I just came just boom,
Oh my
laser
God.
sword through the chest, and then oh my god, flew away, destroyed your ship, summoned my ships 3-4 times.
Oh god.
Oh
Yeah, it was
my
game over
God.
for me after that. You came back.
With a vengeance.
Hell yeah.
And then I won the next round because it was you guys all had you guys all had 1 point. You
Yeah.
played a 2 in the game, by the way. You played a 2. They all had 1. I had 0. I was losing the 4th round. Then that's what the thing we just described to you happened. Totally won. The next round comes. Cody immediately just guns towards me.
Yeah.
Just starts barraging me. Kills me like 3 times within like the first 10 seconds. Andrew comes up, swipes me, I'm dead, and I'm down to 4 lives. And then from those 4 lives, I just opened a can of whoop ass on all 4 of you, all 3 of you.
Like, because you started up and then you got killed, you had like 3 lives
It was
left.
like boom, boom, boom,
And then
boom.
it was just all of a sudden, just your 3 lives lasted for like ever.
Just gunned it through, went through the whole thing, dominated. That was amazing. I've never seen a game that you could just completely come back like that in such a way that it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like frustrating for everyone else. Everyone was just like, holy shit!
No.
Like when you're losing, you're having fun.
Yeah, like I'll admit at certain parts when I was just like I was doing really good right when we started playing for the first time, and then I slowly declined, and I was like, son of a bitch! I started getting really angry. I was like, God damn it! Especially with Andrew. Andrew.
Andrew.
too OP,
Oh my god, that
man.
time Andrew just like 1, 2, 3,
Oh my God.
1, 2, 3, just killed
in
us all.
consecutive order too.
Yeah.
He
Oh my
killed
God.
you, he killed Connor, he killed me, and then he killed Alan. And then
then
he
he
killed Connor, he killed me, and he killed Alan.
And he did it. He
Perfectly.
did it all within like 20 seconds.
It was
And he
ridiculous.
summoned his fleet.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
there was literally nothing that we could do.
Oh my god, that was and the performance in the game. No frame rate drop.
None at
Nothing.
all.
It was
Even when we had
you-
all
we
4
all
armies.
We all
of
4
fleets.
summoned our fleet. All 4 of us
something
swung
I thought was
swords.
pretty interesting about it though?
What's that?
Was the fact that even if you're dead, if your fleet is still in, you're still a chance for winning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
still,
amazing.
That, I actually did not expect that.
I didn't expect that either. Yeah.
So what the game works out is there's a fleet that you can make, as you've heard us talking about this. You gain points over a certain time, and you can make the fleet. Well, if you die and your fleet is out, you can still win because your fleet can kill the other people, and if they don't
Exactly.
destroy your ships, and that's it, you can win. I think that was just
That was interesting. I like that.
I like
it's like
that
your
a
last
lot.
resort. You're
Yeah.
right.
Like, if you just have that last thing, you're just like, fuck it, and just, like, stay there, charge up your
Yeah.
fleet, and then bam, and then you die, you're just like,
Yeah, and it
well,
did-
we'll
and it-
see what happens.
it doesn't feel
Rolling
cheap
the dice
either.
here. Yeah, no.
It doesn't feel
doesn't.
cheap.
It
'cause you
actually feels like more of a good win because you're like, my ships suck. Like generally, like, they die in one hit, especially if there's another fleet
Oh, yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Especially.
If your fleet wins, that's pretty gratifying.
Hell yeah.
I thought the coolest part about the fleet wins, though, it's like it takes a lot to get that 100 RP.
Yeah.
It takes
It really does.
You have to stay alive.
You don't just get a fleet.
And you lose
actually
it
had-
all upon death too.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
time you die, it goes
Yeah,
back down to
it
0.
goes
So
down.
it was like, if you have a fleet and you summon it and you win with your fleet, it was worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely amazing. I think that wraps up our little talk about Stardust Vanguard.
Buy it.
buy it.
Whatever amount of money it is worth it.
When did you say this was going to be released again?
It's coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay.
Yes.
This is in the running for like my best game of the, at least best indie game of the year.
It's already.
Yeah.
2015 started out very strong with this indie game. This is amazing.
If things can be even half as good as that game,
I know, right?
Like, things are gonna be pretty good.
Man, that game just blew my expectations. Everything.
I
out
hope
of the
that company
water.
comes out with another game soon.
I hope so too.
I hope that game becomes something bigger. Like, I want it to see. I want to see it in like MLG. I think it could do that. I think it could be that next streaming MLG, arena fighting game.
I could definitely see that because it gets really heated.
Yeah,
Right?
and it's fast paced.
We've already discussed that it makes you hate your friends worse than Monopoly.
Yeah.
Or
Worse
Mario Party.
Or
actually.
Dokapon Kingdom.
Oh, actually, I don't know about that. Dokapon Kingdom has made me actually just get up and start yelling at Jared. Like, I just got up yelling at him.
Okay, Dokapon Kingdom maybe not. It won't make you hate your friends more than Dokapon Kingdom, but definitely Monopoly or
Especially when they turn
Mario
into the
Party.
demon and just destroy everything.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Dokapon.
Have you played Dokapon Kingdom?
I actually haven't. I want to give it a shot.
Oh my God.
It's so...
I'm
the
surprised you
most
haven't played it.
frustrating and amazing game ever.
The reason why I'm surprised he hasn't played it is he's like way more into Japan stuff than us.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like one of those. It's just like this game in the way that if you are in the lowest of the low,
you can
manage to crawl up.
Well, the thing is about Dokapon Kingdom, they give you the assets. They make it so that if you're losing, you can be better. This game, it's all you, and if you do it right, you can come back. That's what I like. They didn't hold your hand. They didn't give you more bullets. They don't give you more shield or strength.
Every time you die, you get bullets.
You just have to do it, and if you can, it's just raw power. If you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, the clashes are pretty fucking great.
Oh yeah, the clashing sword system
where
you fucking bounce and jet towards each other.
It makes it more action packed.
Oh my God, I can't stop talking about it. It's such a great game. Dokapon Kingdom, though, you definitely should play.
Oh yeah,
I'll check it out.
If you were at the very bottom and one day a man, I forget his name, but he's a demon.
Yeah, he's a little
and he will come to you and say, "Hey, I've seen everybody else picking on you. You want a chance to get back at him?" And he'll give you a contract where you sell your fucking soul, and then you become a demon and destroy everyone.
Yeah, you become a demon for, what is it? Is it 10 or 30 turns?
I think it's 30.
Yeah.
And you get demon points every roll, and you can put them into certain things like that screw everybody up. Like you can make everybody have blistered feet, which makes everybody move one space.
And then you can run like 20.
You can call everyone to your space and fight everyone because your attack is like 1,000 because you're a demon. And you can just kill everybody.
Imagine the Mario Party, hey, we're going to give all the losers the stars.
Yeah.
On crack.
One thing about that game is if you're rich, the game favors you. It likes you. If you're rich, you get everything.
Yep.
If you're poor, you get shit on. The game hates you. It will start sending the worst circumstances
and
your way.
it'll play for hours.
Yeah.
You can literally play for you can play for days.
I've still never beaten it. It's still we've had to save for like months.
People usually fucking quit before they finish. They usually just get pissed off.
I just want to kill everyone while I'm playing the game. Anyway,
let's go on to the most disappointing game release that we have faced. I'll let you go ahead and start, Cody.
Me? Okay, because all right, so this game, it was a series. And I fell in love with the series from the first time I picked up the game. One time, I found it at a yard sale.
Sounds familiar to mine.
I found it at a yard sale, and it was the best thing ever. It was for the original Xbox, and this game is called Fable. Now, I picked up Fable at a yard sale, and I loved every single second of it. Absolutely. Then I played Fable 2. Loved it even more. I know a lot of people think that Fable 2 is actually worse than the first one. Personally, I think it's way better. I just like the guns. I like all the new stuff they added to it. I love how the cartoony phase of Fable 1 kind of got, out of it. I love how realistic number 2 is.
Yeah.
Great game. And then, one day, they announced Fable 3. And I was the happiest little boy. I was just shaking in my boots. I was so excited.
Weak in the knees.
I was weak in the knees. I may have had a slight boner from just hearing about it. I was so excited, and I saw the game. I saw the gameplay, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can get into that. It's a little different, but cool. And then I knew immediately that they were going to be farther in the future. And they said that it was going to be in the industrial age. I was like, well, that might be kind of cool. The industrial age is a little boring, but I'm sure they'll do something with it. So then I get the game. I think it's the only game I actually bought on the day it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And go home and I turn it on. I start playing it. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't really like the magic. I don't really like the magic thing about it. Like, you have to, like, it's really strange. Like, you can have, like, magic gloves. It's really weird. And then I'm like, I don't really like the magic thing. I don't really like the combat system in this one. I don't really like my character. I don't really like this town.
I'm just seeing a pattern here.
Shit, I really don't. I just don't like this. And I quickly figured out that I wasn't going to like the rest of the game. And I beat that game so fast that I didn't know I beat it. Its story was shit. Its story was so bad, I could not believe it. Like, I had hopes for the story because it seemed like it was going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was not. They completely wrecked it. I liked certain parts of the game, like certain parts of the story were okay, but no part of the gameplay was okay to me. Like, it was just, they just ruined it. They ruined what Fable used to be. And
I actually never played Fable 3. That's because I played Fable 1, loved it. Played Fable 2, absolutely loved it. Same thing as you. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if I liked Fable 2 more than 1, but I loved both of them amazingly. Yeah. I thought it was fantastic. Put tons of hours in it. Made my friends play all the time. But what made me not buy it is my friend Ian, who was also a huge fan. We both bought Fable 2 on the day it came out. He was in it, and then he bought Fable 3 on the day it came out, and he was like, I don't like it. He bought it, and he was playing, and he's like, it's bad. And I didn't get it, and then I looked at all the reviews online, I just took it verbatim. Like, I've never seen Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull either.
No, I've never seen it.
I was like, I've heard how terrible it is, so I'm just never gonna watch it.
I watched that with I was so happy as a child, not even a child. I was just happy in general to watch it, and when I saw it, I just came out with extreme disappointment. Like that ruined.
It's just like that South Park episode where he comes out.
I
It's like
think
they
you can
raped
sue
him.
them. You might be able to sue them because they ruined your childhood.
They really did.
They ruined your
They
childhood.
fucking did.
Did you play Fable 3? Or
I
any of
didn't-
the Fables?
I have played Fable 1. I played parts of Fable 2 at a friend's house, but I never got the chance to play Fable 3.
It's very good.
I have it, right, if you want to borrow it for Xbox. I have it for Xbox 360 because that's what I came for it. Where I have it.
He's like, I only got PC. You got PS3 as well. Huh?
PC is master gaming, though. That's the master race.
But, yeah. Fable, I can agree there.
I could not believe how terrible it was. Like, I was so
It's very surprising. Brenda, too, the same thing. She said the same thing.
She told me about that. Like, because I had so many hopes for it, and it was going to be great, and they just ruined what Fable was. Yeah. Maybe the new Fable might be better. Maybe
Legends?
Yeah.
No, it's not even a Fable game.
It's not?
No, it's Fable. It's Fable in name. It's not. It's nowhere near the same game.
It's kind of like
it's
kind of like Halo, like Spartan.
No, not at all. No, not at all. It's gonna be like.
I mean, it just has a title, but
it's kind of like if you play Dragon Age Inquisition, it's like the multiplayer in Dragon Age, which would be a good thing, but it just looks weird too at the same time. It's kind of like a bad D&D with like it's like watered down D&D, all cartoony again. It has the
Oh wait, yeah,
they brought the cartooniness back. But
me
then like one person is like the demon master basically.
I did not like
instead of calling him the dungeon master, they call him like the demon master.
That is one setting for it though.
No, that's just how the game. That's what they showed at E3. That's all they talked about.
Well, yeah, that's just one thing. You can also, I think it also has.
It doesn't have
like story mode. And
it does not have the traditional story mode at all.
Yeah, it showed like 4 people walking around together.
No,
like,
that is the game. It looks like a normal game, but it's not. It's 4 people walking around through what he makes, and he makes a dungeon runs.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's how it works. Because that's exactly how, like I said, Dragon Age Inquisition's multiplayer is.
That's true. The demon
when you play,
and stuff
when you play Dragon Age Inquisition, it feels and looks like a story. Like they actually talk and have banter with each other, and you go around and you collect certain things.
That sounds really fun.
It is really fun. But I don't know, like the way Fable's doing it just seems weird. And then because it looks like they're trying to make like tower defense. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not going to judge it too much, but it just doesn't look like.
I think Fable's probably dead now. I think it's buried.
Well, then there was that horrible Fable game for the Kinect.
Oh, I heard about that. Where you just like basically ride a horse the whole time.
I didn't even know there was one for the Kinect.
It was on rails. It's basically you just farting in front of the screen and waving your arms like a madman.
Yeah.
Until you win. It's kind of like that horrible Dragon Ball Z game too.
Oh, they killed Fable.
All right, on to mine, I guess. And mine is almost a little bit more sad than yours, because mine goes way, way back to when I was a little kid on the PlayStation 1. And it's Resident Evil.
Oh no.
Particularly Resident Evil 6.
Uh,
Like, people might be thinking, oh, he's talking about Resident Evil 5. No, I actually loved Resident Evil 5. See, Resident Evil 1, played as a kid, got terrified, but still loved it. Resident Evil 2, for some reason, I didn't actually play. I watched my brother play it. I played it now. But when I was a kid, I didn't play 2. I did play 1. And I've just gone through all the Resident Evils. It's always been one of my favorite series. I even, like, I had the replica STARS pistol and everything.
Awesome. Frankie broke it.
Resident Evil 5, I loved it. I loved Resident Evil 5. It was absolutely amazing to me. Because, people are like, oh, it doesn't have the horror, it doesn't feel like Resident Evil. I was like, I don't know. If you just judge the game on its own, amazing. I loved it. Super fun. I loved the action. I loved just the intensity. I loved Mercenaries mode. Everything about that game was just awesome.
The thing with Resident Evil 5 is that the only problem I had with it was more concentrated on action rather than horror. But if you put all that aside, it is a great game, and I loved it. I like the weapon system, and I like Sheva way more than Ashley, because Ashley is just a bitch.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't even let me look up her skirt. She got all mad about it.
Yeah, she goes, no.
And I gotta catch her jumping from a ladder. I'm gonna destroy my back. At least give me something. But anyway.
But then Resident Evil 6 came out. I went to the midnight release, picked up my game, went home. That was when I was going to do my original Let's Play channel. That actually kind of killed that channel. Because it was like the third or second game we played, and it was just like the channel was dead in the water on that point. And, oh my god, I was so disappointed, so sad. I hated the amount of QuickTime events it was. Yeah. The game didn't know what to be. It was like, am I an action game? Am I a horror game? Am I a puzzle game? Am I a shooter? Or am I a, story-based action, like, QuickTime event game? And I returned it the next day.
Yeah, see, most Resident Evil games know, like, they mix the puzzle, they mix all the stuff, they mix the QuickTime events just right. Like, Resident Evil 4 did a great job of that, especially if you play on the Wii. Had great QuickTime events and stuff like that, like, when moving around. And I think it did a really good job on that, but with Resident Evil games, it's a very specific recipe.
It was just too much. The QuickTime events is what killed it for me mostly. I hate QuickTime events. I've told you before. I still didn't like the Walking Dead game.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of reluctant to play The Wolf Among Us, regardless of how good everyone says it is.
Like it.
Yes, I probably won't like it, is what I was thinking, because it's the QuickTimes. It might. It's a very big might. I would almost rather just read the comic books. So I love reading comic books. But Resident Evil 6 was just everything wrong. I didn't even turn on the Mercenaries mode. I was like, you know what, this ain't worth $60. Took it back, and I still haven't got it again yet lately. I was like waiting for it to go down in price. Found out it's coming out on the PS3 on PS Plus next month, which is fine by me. That's when I'll play it. I'll finally play it after all that time.
I actually had a lot of hopes for Resident Evil 6 too.
Yeah, Resident Evil 6 was just such a downer for me, because I absolutely loved Resident Evil. Well, before then. My love for Resident Evil is kind of...
My love for Resident Evil actually kind of died after 4. I didn't like 5 as very much.
4 was...
I really liked the Mercenaries.
No, 4 was good. I loved 4.
Sorry.
It was 5. I started like...
Well, you just have to put it aside from Resident Evil. Like, I think Resident Evil 4...
If they didn't have the name Resident Evil on the cover, like, yeah, I totally like it. I dig it.
But the characters are still cool in it.
Yeah.
And Chris punches a boulder.
Yeah, he does do that. That happens a lot. He's playing Rust before it was cool.
At the fucking end of the game when he just punches that thing. Yeah, I liked not Mercenaries. What was I thinking? It's the Revelations, the one that was on the DS. They released it on PC as well.
About it.
That one's very good. I like that. That came. I can't remember. I don't think that came after 6. I think it came before 6, but that one was good. But 6 just 6 destroyed it. So bad. It was the most disappointing game release. I mean, like we said, no Duke Nukem. That's a no-brainer. But Resident Evil 6 to me just
12 years of anticipation leads up to nothing meeting up to what people want.
Yeah, it just did not work out.
We're not allowed to talk about it. It is a dark time in game history. Those are the dark ages.
Just leave it. Just leave it in the GameStop budget shelf.
Leave it right where it belongs.
All right, Alan.
I think the next day when it came out, it was just like $10.
You know, actually, that's a funny thing. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last podcast or not, but when I got Duke Nukem, I pre-ordered the Balls of Steel edition. Yeah. Heard it was terrible, and got another game. I think it was Alice in Wonderland, but I can't remember. All right, Alan.
All right, what's yours?
Mine, it's actually a fairly recent game that came out, but I have no problem with the game. I'm just gonna flat out say it. It's gonna be Shadows of Mordor, but not for the PS4 or the Xbox One. That was beautiful. It was great. It felt a little too much Assassin's Creed-ish.
It was very Assassin's Creed. Yeah, we'll agree with you there.
But it wasn't a bad game. But what I'm gonna argue about, what I'm actually was disappointed about, is I bought it for PS3 because I don't have a PS4.
Yes.
And I don't think my computer can run it. So
yeah.
And the thing is, they put no love into that game whatsoever. Like the minute I bought it, I bought it on Black Friday. It was on special. It was like $30 for both the PS3, PS4 one, Xbox One. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I got it for a good deal. I put the disc in at home like at it was like 7 in the morning because I hadn't slept for Black Friday. Yeah. And the first thing I noticed, oh fuck yeah, the cutscenes look great and everything. And as soon as it switched to the gameplay, you can immediately tell the difference between the graphics. Like I'm not a graphics whore, but it's just like
there's a point.
But there's a point, yeah. It's
we
like
have standards.
Exactly like on PS4 has so much more potential than with the shit they give. Everything's very like polygon-ish. Like you can tell like the graphics literally kind of like buffer in as you're playing.
Oh god.
And yeah, like the textures are horrible.
There's really no excuse for those graphics on PS3 because I mean, let's face it, The Last of Us looked fantastic.
Oh, exactly.
And the remake looks amazing too, but at the same time, it's just like it didn't look bad at all on the PS3.
Exactly. And to be honest,
Grand Theft Auto 5, right?
I agree with that. Grand Theft Auto 5 looked pretty great, even for being a PS2 title.
It looked really good.
Hell yeah.
Well, what I've noticed is like because you mentioned Assassin's Creed a little bit ago, I just wanted to like go off on because so I always played Assassin's Creed for PS3 because I liked the multiplayer and I wanted free online. Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, just good for that. And I always played on that. And then one day I went over to my friend's house and she was playing it on Xbox. And all of a sudden I thought to myself, man, I really don't remember Assassin's Creed looking this shitty. Like I was looking at it, I was like, no, it didn't look this crappy. Like I was like, what is this? I was like, you're playing it on Xbox right now? She's like, yeah. I was like, no wonder. I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know it was that big of a difference. Like, like you could, like, if you looked at the hay, it looked like dirt from Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Like, it looked like Legend of Zelda dirt. Like, it was bad. Like, it was just a smear of yellow. That's all the hay was.
Like yellow-brown smear on the ground.
It was really strange. I was like, why is it this much worse? But anyway.
It's fine. Like,
yeah. But anyway, Shadows of Mordor.
Oh, right. Back to Shadows of Mordor. I was also very disappointed because there was a fine lag between like instances that happened between the cutscenes or whatnot, or even sometimes in battle. Like you would lag very horribly.
Really?
Yeah, there was one time where I decapitated some dude, and like the sound effects came in like 5 seconds afterwards. Like you hear it, and then you hear, and the guy's already like dead on the floor.
Been dead for 5 minutes.
That'd be really funny if it was like 5 minutes lag, like you're riding off and you kill like another dude, and then you hear like 3 yells, and you're just like, where did all that come from?
Huh? Did that man have demons inside of him that I also killed?
Oh man.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
I don't know why they can, like, I think they should have just stopped making PS3 and Xbox 360 games like that are made on the PS4. Like, it's okay that they make games still on them. But I hate the whole, let's just, make the game on here as well.
And upgrade for like $10.
Yeah, and they do the whole upgrade thing. Yeah. It's like, just make the games for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Go ahead and abandon the PS3 and Xbox 360 for certain games. Like, there's still games coming out for it. Like, the pre-sequel came out for Borderlands pre-sequel. But then again, now they're releasing the Handsome collection. And it's like, no, you're releasing Borderlands the pre-sequel for the new consoles and giving us Borderlands 2 for free. It's like anyone who bought Borderlands the pre-sequel and actually owns a new system is like immediately fucked.
Yeah.
It's like you paid $60. Guess what? You pay $60 again. It's like what? It's coming out real soon. It's like so 6 months after it comes out, it's like, well, you want the better version now.
Yeah,
and it comes with all the DLC too.
They're just gonna get a buttload of money. That's all that's for.
Like anyone who bought it, it's like, yeah, you bought the game. Oh, you're buying DLC, and then it's like, well, you can buy the Handsome collection, which will come with all of that. I just thought that was ridiculous. And then when I saw it, it's like, I'll just wait till it comes out on the new systems. And then people are like, it won't come out on it. It's not going to come out on it. Didn't take it. But
lo and behold.
Didn't take but 2 or 3 months whenever it came out. Such a downer on that one. All right. I think that concludes the UberCast for episode number 3, and I hope you've enjoyed listening. Again, look out for Stardust Vanguard. That game.
Great game.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started. That was great.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what your most disappointing game was, because we know that everyone has their disappointments. We had 3 right here, and with Alan with his relatively new one, mine with my lifelong destruction of one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
And Cody with a punch to the mouth.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
An escalator that goes up, and then you just fucking hit a T-beam.
Yeah, I start stepping off of the escalator, hit that, and then fall down.
And then fall down.
So that I'm constantly falling. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
And then I got a boo-boo on my knee.
Thank you for listening, everyone. We hope you enjoyed. For more game reviews and game-related content, check out UberCrit.com.
Uberdick.com.
Uberdick. Check out UberCrit.com. Or look us up on YouTube.com/UberCritHD and subscribe. So, see you later.